The Nikon Z35 f1.2 is almost 5 times more expensive than either the 1.4 or 1.8 lens, and it's staggeringly big and heavy. In today's video, I'm going to put all three of them side by side and see if the image quality difference is really worth it. With a freaking Harlem Globetrotter, apparently. Kobe! Did that go in? Did that go in? As a Nikon Z shooter, like many of you guys, I was using the 50 and 85 1.8 lenses, loved them, and when the 1.2s came out, I balked at the size, weight, and price, and like so many of you I've heard from you, I eventually succumbed to gas and bought the 1.2 versions. And to be perfectly honest, I do love the lenses, I do use them a lot, but I still don't know if it was really a smart decision or worth the money. So in today's video, because I'm sure you can find the specs of these 1.4, 1.8 and 1.2 lenses for yourself, all we're going to look at today is the image quality. And as a fun little twist, I'm not going to tell you which lens is which. So leave us a comment which one you think is lens A, B, and C. I'll leave them in the same order, but to find out exactly which was which, I'll give you a whole bunch of sample files that you can pixel peep the RAWs to see how you think they compare. And let's see if the 5 times the price and triple the size and weight is justified on the 1.2. Now, to keep things interesting, I will mix it up a little bit. I'll label there which aperture they were shot at. Sometimes I'll share them at f2 or at f2.8. Other times I'll share them wide open at their respective maximum apertures. Okay folks, now I said I wouldn't go into the specs, but I just can't help myself, so here's a quick summary you can pause on. You'll note that the 1.4 lens is not an S-series lens, the 1.8 and 1.2 are. However, the 1.4 shares styling with the 1.2, and the 1.8 is missing the control ring. You also note that the 1.4 and 1.8 are made in China, whereas the 1.2 is made in Thailand, not Japan. You're allowed to bounce. As well as shooting this 35mm comparison, Honey and I also shot for Patreon Uncut, my brand new page where I take you along behind the scenes with uncut access to all the different shoots that I can't share on YouTube and social media. Check it out, details in my link tree. Now let's be honest, apart from bragging rights about having the biggest lens in the room, getting a faster aperture lens has advantages for shooting in low light, that kind of thing, and for bokeh. That's basically it. And the more premium lenses tend to have better construction, better weather sealing, and overall better image quality. So you would expect, I haven't tested yet, that this guy at f4 should still look better than the other lenses at f4 just because it has the best components in it. But the thing that most people focus on, the more light transmission, so you can shoot at a lower ISO, something that you want to keep in mind, actually 1.2 lenses tend to vignette a lot. So if you're using any kind of auto exposure mode, or if you want to brighten up the scene to counteract that darkened edge on your scene, you might find you're not getting the third or a half a stop of extra light that the 1.2 should give you. It'll be some fraction of that, because as you stop down, the vignette lifts, and then you're kind of not getting the benefit of the fast aperture anyway. I can see it on this one even, going from 1.4 to f2, the edges just clear up so much. look, overall, I'm not noticing a big difference in terms of focus acquisition. They do all vignette wide open, the 1.2 the most. But if you're comparing them all at like 1.8, not really, it's just that this opens up that much further. There's no getting away from it though, it is huge. Maybe because I'm just back from Africa where I was using 400 and 800 mil lenses, this doesn't feel overwhelming. But a long day of shooting, you are definitely going to notice the difference compared to the 1.4 or the 1.8. And I mean, it's more expensive than the 85 1.2. It's more expensive than the 70 to 200 2.8. For a 35 mil lens, I really think this is pretty niche. If you're a Nikon Z shooter, folks, check out my expert setup guide. It's linked below. It takes you through every single camera in the system and shows you every single menu item so that you can get the most out of these advanced cameras.
No look shot. I'm just joking.
Thank you, Wilt Chamberlain. Amazing basketball skills today. What did you think, folks? Shots A, B, and C, could you tell which was which? Download the sample files, leave me a comment below, and if you are a Z shooter, check out that expert setup guide. Takes you through every camera in the system. Let me know any questions you have. I'll see you soon.